and pills. And here we go in our first game of a best of three. Don't love this starting board for Pleco. Lots of yellow, lots of blue, and of course two blue reds. Really nowhere that she had to put those, but she's making clever moves.
Ooh.
That was really nice.
Huge drop crossover on Pleco's side. You love to see it. And Prey, I thought he was going to go with the sweet tea, but still manages to keep his board relatively clean, pretty much devoid of any sort of garbage is Prey. We take a look over on Pleco's side. It's 13-13. Both these players really putting in the work to minimize the drop time and stay creative with their clears. Ooh, a little bit of a Panini situation over on Pleco's side.
Yeah, I was just in Pleco's stream actually a little bit ago, and she was talking about how she's seen some issues where she's been over tapping a little bit. So it's something that she's aware of, and it could be the music, because we know sometimes the music does cause that. She was playing on Fever earlier. Shout outs to Fever, the best song in my opinion. But as we're talking here, Prey is down to just 2 viruses remaining. Yeah, wisely going for the blue. Saw that he had a double yellow in the next box. Going to get this horizontally out at a 116. Pleco still 7 viruses remaining in her level 4.
Yeah, most definitely. I think she's going to try and do a little garbage cleanup to make sure, good, readjusted to make sure there was not another misdrop of her. Excellent work over on Pleco's side. Maintain that calm, cool collectedness, is trying to shake those nerves off and keep it fundamental, Dr. Mario, over on Pleco's side. Meanwhile, we take a look over at Prey's side. Prey with a little bit of a split board. There's first and second columns as well as the seventh, eighth columns pretty high up, almost U-shaped here, but it is definitely Prey in the lead right now. 11 viruses remaining on Prey's side. Now 9 as Pleco has 2 remaining on her board.
Yeah, and Prey just flying through this level 5 too. This has been really nice for him so far. Pleco just maybe looking to clear out these yellows horizontally. I think the vertically is probably the easier play for her, especially with this blue yellow. We'll be able to drill this down. There it is. She is now free and clear. Gets this last yellow. Oh, and a little bit of an over tap there. But the double blue, really nice gift for her. There you go, Plek. Out at a 231, about a minute and 15 behind Prey now as Pleco enters level 5, and Prey now exiting level 5 with a 241 going into level 6. And not a terrible board to start out, Swang.
Yeah, Prey has a pretty not scatterboard, but everything's kind of spaced out in a way where he can minimize the drops and keep everything mostly straightforward with his clears. Now, Pleco had a very interesting board because her rightmost column and almost like her centermost well was just chock full of viruses, but it was it's gonna spell just vertical clears over on Pleco's side. I think that's exactly what she's signaling. A little bit of a mistap over in the center column, nothing too detrimental as she can clear that blue out from underneath and continue to make some plays over on the board here. 14, now 12 viruses remain over on Pleco's side, and Prey, again, just keeping it relatively fundamental as he's dropping everything down with that verticality there, Flindo.
Yeah, Prey has a very good basic skill set that he's been working on. And you can see it in the way that he's been playing. He's being very methodical, keeping it very simple. And so far, it is working out for him. 10 viruses left in level 6, taking this double red. Nice little triple combo there. That would send some garbage over to Pleco if we were playing versus. But we are playing speed here. And yeah, Prey just doing a really nice job. Pleco finally getting that column 5 garbage cleared out. But that she does have that yellow there in column 5 that's underneath the reds. Could potentially clear that out horizontally. We'll just see what she decides to do. I think the play now is probably to go vertically. But looking back over at Prey, just 4 more pill halves, red pill halves, and he will be out of this level 6.
Yeah, and Pleco managed to clean up her garbage relatively quickly to really just make some short work out of it there. It looked a little scattered on her board, but take a look over. She's down to her final blue virus. Look, that red blue at a very opportune time, dropping it down. It's waiting on one more blue and flips it over to get it out at a 458 into her level 6. Meanwhile, we take over at Pleco's side. Pleco with a whole bunch of yellows on his top line here. You're going to have to probably diversify his top line, but he's got 4 columns. It's just all yellow, yellow, yellow. So luckily, double yellow is going to make things a little more diverse, but now it's just a bunch of reds and yellows now his top line. So it didn't really solve a whole lot. And it's like, ooh, but a little bit of misdrop over on Prea's side. He's going to clean that up immediately, and he does that.
Yeah, I wonder if he maybe wanted those red blues flipped the other way, because if you look down the board a little bit when things dropped, that would have gone to the next viruses underneath. Not sure if that's something he does yet. But yeah, he's done a great job cleaning that up. Meanwhile, looking over at Pleco's side, that is a lot of blue and a lot of yellow, and all the yellows are just buried under the blues. She's doing a great job to get this down to a little bit more manageable level, give herself some access. Oh, I thought she might be going for the horizontal red there. Did not do it. Just goes for the vertical play. Absolutely fine. But Pleco's still needing a lot of blues to get down to the end of this in game swung.
Yeah, and this has been a great level 6 for Pleco. She's been dropping everything down. Very minimal amounts of mistakes on Pleco's side, maybe even devoid of any sort of mistakes here. I think she's going to go ahead and place that blue. If she can tuck it, no, she's going to wait for it to get the right blue to make it a little bit easier for her maneuverability. Prey and his final 5 viruses here, looking like everything's scattered all the way to that right side. Just one more blue over on Pleco's side. A calculated tuck to make that happen. Pleco is going to get that there, but I like how Prey was able to maneuver that there. 3 viruses remain, but this is definitely Prey game unless something catastrophic happens on his board, Flindo.
Yeah, and Prey does have some garbage to clear out, but with a couple really nice double pills, he is able to clear that up. Now, gonna want to wait to clear out that red until the yellow's out of the way. Now could potentially drill it down all the way in 8 if he wants to. Doesn't have to. Gets a red yellow for his patience, and he is out at a 714. PraeCasts takes game 1.
A brilliant end game over on Prey's side, comboing out and making sure that none of his plans were conflicting at the very end here. Prey taking that game 1. Pleco trying to keep her tournament hopes alive and force a decider. We'll have to wait and see if that will happen here. But we all love deciders here, both us in the community and thus in the chatting booth.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We are reset to go here in our second game. Pleco looking to feed the crows and force Prey into a decider. Prey looking to put this one away and move on to face his next opponent.
We've got readies in chat. The DrMC bot is going to count us in. Here we go with an exclamation mark 3 with a 3, 2, 1, and pills. Game 2 between 8 seed Pleco and our 9 seed Prey. Pleco out the gates first with an immediate yellow clear over on top there. Just keeping it there. And look at Prey's board. He's going to have to excavate in order to expose those blues. They're just kind of in a weird position over on Prey's side. Pleco with a more straightforward board here, Flindo.
Yeah, Prey's blue viruses. First of all, he's only got 4 on the entire board. And second, 3 of them are just buried there on that left side. And actually, really nice play with that blue that he just made. Created some garbage that he saw was going to create a little bracket clear and completely got rid of it. A little bit of a misdrop there from Prey. He wanted that yellow blue flip the other way. He's going to have to clean that up. Meanwhile, looking over at Pleco, we have a 9-8 game here with a slight advantage, I would say, for Prey. But actually, no, it is Pleco with the lead here. Would love to see her be able to take those reds out horizontally, but it just wasn't in the cards for her. possibly going to take out these yellows horizontally and maybe okay, not going to do that. Did have the opportunity for it though. Elects to go vertically, and it's going to be Pleco out first at a 124. Prey really not far behind, just needing two more red pills.
Yeah, Pleco had to do some drills, and that was the absolute right play to minimize the amount of pill halves to do some damage on her board. That gave her a couple seconds lead over on Prey, and Prey immediately going to work on this level 5. Meanwhile, we take a look over at Pleco's side. Pleco, I like that tuck play over there. That's going to get 2 for the price of 1. And yes, I do see that misdrop. She's going to immediately clearing that up, and luckily getting a yellows and reds to make sure that all the pills have a place in their spot there, Flindo.
Yeah, those yellow reds that she was getting was really nice for her to be able to clean that up. She just currently has a 5 virus lead over Prey, who looking at his board, gosh, that's a lot of blue help that he's needing.
Oh,
I like the decision to drill that blue-red down. It opens up his board more on the right side. We'll see if he decides to undertuck this. He does. Really nice job by Prey. 9 viruses for him, 6 viruses for Pleco. Pleco's got the better board state. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the 8 viruses remaining for Prey are blue, which yeah, you don't want to have any color dependency at the end of your game, but you especially don't want it to be blue.
just all blues all the time. This is just a cruel, sick joke that Doc is playing over on Prey's side. You really hate to see it. Prey's going to have to expose. No, he's going to probably attack that yellow, blue from underneath. No, he is going to expose on top there. Prey definitely. Pleco out first at a 306. Really just the gift of terrible RNG. It's we see it often with this game, and Prey is just going to have to keep his cool and calm composure in order for him to make sure to keep it alive at 323 for Prey getting out of it here. But oh, look at Pleco's side, kind of the same situation. Lots of blues on her side there, Flindo.
Yeah, I was just thinking that now it's Pleco that's needing all blues all day, and she is getting some. We'll just see what she decides to do with this yellow blue. Yeah, okay, I like that play. Like that play, and yeah, really, this the center of her board is going to be the main pain point. She's got to bring down that center and open up the rest of her board because that's where a good chunk of her viruses are. She does also have a lot of viruses there on the right side, and unfortunately, again, she's got to have blue to open that up. Swung. Going back over to PraeCasts, he's brought this now back down to a tie game, 14-14, and okay, using the blue red. Shout out to Swong's dog, by the way. Using the blue red over on the right side to maybe try and open up his board a little bit more. This level, getting out who's going to get first, is just going to depend on who the heck is going to get their blues first.
Yeah, and clever tucks over on Pleco's side, really placing a lot of the pills, just really just making sure everything has a rightful spot. And Pleco's really maintained that composure with this level 8 here. But it looks to me like Prey has cut the lead down. Now has taken a slight lead over on Pleco. It's 5-8. Prey just clearing those reds out, looking for a couple of blues. Pleco really scattered on that rightmost side of the board, perhaps trying to clear out the reds horizontally. No, she's going to go ahead and clear it out. Oh, it does now expose that yellow. I like what we see here, but it's Prey with one more blue virus. Ooh, a little bit, but a double blue at a very opportune time. 5-17 out for Prey as Pleco really trying to get some things together to keep her tournament hopes live with this final level here, Flindo.
Yeah, here we go. And these double reds, exactly what she needs. Now we're just waiting for that red yellow signifying the end of that rush. There it is. I like the decision just to go ahead and drill that red down, get it out of the way. It does take a little bit of drop time, but it gets it out of the way. She's now at a 547, and looking at both these boards, Prey is in a really nice spot here. He's got all sorts of double opportunities grouped together. Pleco's board is looking a little wonky there, and it's not a terrible board, but I'd rather have Prey's board in this scenario.
Yeah, Prey was dancing at the top of the board, kind of playing with fire earlier. I think it was a misdrop with the blues and yellows over in the very top part. Had to really carefully maneuver the pills to make sure he's minimized any sort of catastrophic occurrences, and that's really I've been really excellent for Prey's side. Just absolutely destroying us level 7. This has been the gifted 7 over on Prey's side. Final 5 viruses remain on Prey as we take a look over at Pleco. Pleco splitting her board right down the middle, creating a chasm in the center. Well, a little bit of an early place on the top there, but it's definitely going to be Prey with this last yellow virus. Phil, like it's 650 for the 4 through 7 block. Prey takes a sweep over on Pleco, who played absolutely brilliantly, but Prey catching up and making it very competitive at the end.